My name is Dr. Leah Hahn with Body and Balance Wellness Center in Golden, Colorado. And today I wanted to tell you about some of the things that we can do in our office that can really help people figure out why they're getting headaches and also correct the problem. So one of the things that we do in our office is we really look at several different factors in a very holistic way in terms of what's happening with someone's health. What is actually contributing to their health problem? And we look at three major categories. One is how people move. Another one is how people eat, kind of what's happening chemically within their body. And then the third area is how they're handling their mental and emotional stress, which all of us have in some way or another. So we look at those three categories. We've really got to dig in terms of what's happening in someone's lifestyle. What are their habits like? And so when we start to dig into that information, there's several different tests we can use. One test is called bioimpedance analysis. It's a very non-invasive way to figure out how much fat mass does someone have in relationship to their muscle mass. We look at things like if their cells are really healthy, they can hold on to fluids and nutrients like they should. And so we can get a sense of what's called intercellular water versus intracellular water. So we get that information. That tells us a lot about toxicity within someone's body. But then the other things that we can really look at are things like structurally, how are their muscles functioning? With people that have headaches, they typically have a lot of tension in their cervical spine and it's not moving appropriately. So here's an example of what an EMG of the spine looks like. So when you look at an EMG, you can see muscular imbalances, really in general how the muscles are either overfiring, underfiring, or not being supportive of the spine. And we can also track how that function shifts and changes over time. So that is another really important element of what's happening with headaches. We've got to see how neurologically and how in the muscular system, how the body is responding. We also look at something like heart rate variability, which shows us how someone's nervous system is handling stress. Does their physiology stay in a very sympathetic or fight or flight type of a physiology, or are they more parasympathetic in their physiology? In a headache kind of a situation, if we're going to help heal that issue, we need as much balance as possible. So when you think of all these strategies, all of this information is put together in what's called a wellness score. And what's so cool about the wellness score is it's really objective, but it shows me so much information on what we're going to need to do to help that patient heal. Do we need to have more of a nutritional focus, more of a structural muscle kind of a focus, or do we need to look at how they're handling the stress, or are there components of each of those areas that we really need to address? So by looking at a wellness score, when you look at this and you see all the colors on it, all of this information is tailored to the patient's being a male or a female and their age, and it gives us target ranges of where we want to be. Based on that and that information, we see the areas that are in the red are the areas where they really need to work on that. That area is most likely contributing to their health condition, especially headaches. When we see the yellows, we need to pay attention to those areas. Those may factor in terms of what needs to heal. And when we see the greens, the green areas, they get a thumbs up. They're doing really well in those areas. So this is what the wellness score looks like. That's how our exam process is done. That's what guides us to really figure out how are we going to help this patient heal from their headaches? What are going to be the most important components to help them reach a new level of health? So I had so much fun talking with you today. Please like this so you can get more information from us. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.